Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2,000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Korean ebook before it's gone.
안녕하세요 여러분, koreanclass101.com 하나하나 한글 시리즈의 에이미입니다. Hi everybody, I'm Amy and welcome to 하나하나 한글 and koreanclass101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Hangul, the Korean alphabet. If you've ever wanted to sing Korean songs, write a letter in Korean, be able to get around in Korea, or just jumpstart your Korean learning, you're in the right place. Even if you're an absolute beginner to Korean, by the time you're done with this series, you'll be able to read and write Hangul like a pro. And you'll get a feel for Korean culture and learn some vocabulary at the same time. We will start by covering the 10 vowels and 14 consonants of written Korean. As you learn these components, you will also get plenty of practice writing and reading them with example words. Then we will talk about double consonants and vowels, the 받침, and the pronunciation rules that will help you speak like a native. By the end of this series, you will be able to understand the language on a whole new level and have completed an important milestone in mastering Korean. 하나하나 means step by step in Korean. And that's just how we're going to tackle the Hangul. Just watch these videos, review what you've learned using the resources on koreanclass101.com. And you're on your way to mastering Hangul. We will start with some very good news. Hangul is easy. For one thing, it has much fewer characters than, say, Japanese or Chinese. There are only 24. We use these 24 characters in different combinations to form syllables. Each block of characters equals one syllable. Here's an important rule you need to know about these blocks. Each block needs at least one consonant and one vowel. You will see what we mean when we start to look at some characters. In Hangul, there are 10 vowels and 14 consonants. Today, you will learn 2 of the vowels and 1 consonant. Are you ready? Your first vowel is E.
이,
This is pretty easy, right? Practice writing this character as you say the pronunciation out loud. As you say this simple sound, it might surprise you to know that you're actually saying a Korean word. This word means teeth, 이. So how would you write this word? Like this? Nope. Remember the rule we mentioned earlier? Every block needs at least one consonant and one vowel. But in this case of E, there is no consonant, so instead we put a placeholder. The circle called an iung acts as a placeholder for the consonant. So whenever you have a vowel on its own, this placeholder comes before it. Draw the E vowel to the right of the placeholder. So when you want to write the word E, or the syllable E, in the middle of another word, this is how you would write it. Pretty easy so far, right? Now if you take the last character and add a short stroke to the right side, it becomes your second vowel, A.
아,
As you practice the pronunciation, try to associate the sound with the character. Writing it while saying it really helps. Pop quiz! With what you know so far, try to figure out how to write this Korean word. A-I. Once more, A-I. This is the character you just learned, followed by the first character you learned today. Remember what we learned about the placeholders? You need to put the placeholder circles next to each vowel sound when they stand on their own. And that's how you write 아이, which is the Korean word for child. 아이. Are you starting to get the hang of it? You've just finished your first Hangul lesson, and you've learned 3 of the 24 basic characters. In the next lesson, you will learn 3 more. Keep taking it hana step by step and keep practicing with KoreanClass101.com. You will be surprised how fast you master Korean writing. 여러분, 다음에 만나요. 안녕하세요 여러분, KoreanClass101.com 하나하나 한글 시리즈의 Amy입니다. Hi everyone, I'm Amy and welcome to 하나하나 한글 on KoreanClass101.com. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Hangul, the Korean alphabet. You're off to a great start on your Korean language journey. Just take this lesson step by step. Make sure you review after each one, and soon you will be reading Korean like a pro. Here's a great way to review what you've learned. Look at some actual Korean writing. You may not know the meanings or most of the characters, but practice recognizing what you have learned. After each lesson, you'll recognize a little bit more. Today, you're going to learn 3 more vowels. Let's get started. First, here are the characters you learned in the last lesson. A, I, and Iun. Your next character looks pretty similar, so pay attention to the differences. A. Listen carefully to the pronunciation.
어,
Now pay attention to these 2 characters. It might be easy to confuse the 2. If the small strokes is on the left, it is A.
어,
If it is on the right, it is A.
아,
If you can remember this one point, the rest of this lesson will be easy. The next character is this, Ya. Listen carefully to the pronunciation.
여,
This sound has a lot in common with the last character's sound, doesn't it? The only difference is the Y sound in Ya. The second short stroke will add a Y sound. You will see this pattern pop up again in the next character. So if this is A, what would this character be? Can you guess? The answer is Ya.
야,
The second short stroke will add a Y sound. Take a look at these 4 similar characters together.
어, 아, 여, 야,
Can you remember these characters? Here are a few vocabulary words to practice. Can you read this word? This is ya, which is an informal way to say hey in Korean. You might hear this word in Korean drama or songs. Ya. How about this? This is aya, which means ouch. Great job! You made it through another lesson. And now know half of the vowels in Korean. Keep practicing, and soon we will be able to read Korean quickly and naturally. Remember this from the beginning of the lesson? After just 3 more vowels, you should be able to recognize much more of it. Try to recognize these characters in some real-life Korean around you. In the next lesson, you will learn the rest of the vowels. In the meantime, keep reviewing what you've learned, and I'll see you later. 여러분, 다음에 다시 만나요.
If you want to learn more words so you can speak and understand even more of your target language, there is a super simple way to do this. In fact, it's so simple that most people don't even think of it because it doesn't involve language apps, YouTube videos, or your computer. I'm talking about writing things out by hand. How to learn words and phrases by writing them out. And in this guide, you'll discover 1. Why writing words out helps you pick up languages faster, 2. How to use our free PDF workbooks to practice writing, and much more. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. You probably already know that one of the best ways to master a language is through actually using it and practicing it. And that's where writing things out comes in, because you're using the language when you write it down. And on top of that, the physical act of writing helps your brain remember the words much better than seeing them on screen or typing them out. Now, handwriting may feel slow, but by taking it slow, you actually speed up your learning and master the language faster because you engage more of your brain in the process. So, how can you do this? You can apply this trick to any resource that you're using right now by simply copying out the words and phrases that you come across. The more you write them out, the better they'll stick. With our learning system, you can 1. Practice with our free PDF writing workbooks and worksheets. All members get free access to our PDF writing workbooks and worksheets, which are based on common topics like the alphabet, common nouns, adjectives, greetings, and much more. Inside, you learn the most common words and phrases for that topic, and you get plenty of space to practice writing the words out. And in the last section of the workbook, you'll get tested on the words. You'll see the translations of the words, so you'll have to try and remember the meaning in the target language and write it in. 2. Practice writing with the free Word of the Day emails. Every day, we send you a new word to your email inbox. You get the audio pronunciation, sample sentence, and a picture to help it stick. But you can also just as easily write that word down and do that daily, every time the emails come in. And now you have a simple language routine going that you can stick with. Now, if you want to learn a little more than just words, you can 3. Practice writing out the conversations from our lessons. So, if you want to master entire conversations in your target language, you can also copy out the conversations from our audio and video lessons by hand. And this will help you master words, phrases, and grammar rules all at once, since you're not just writing out words, but actual lines. Just scroll down to the dialogue section of a lesson to see the conversation. So, if you want to get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. Remember, here's what you can do to learn all of these words by heart. Drill these words with our spaced repetition flashcards, which will help cement these words into your long-term memory. Save them to the word bank, your personal vocabulary collection, where you can print out your own study sheets, or review the words with our looped vocabulary slideshow, and play it until you know all of the words. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to get these lessons and study tools.
안녕하세요, 여러분. koreanclass101.com 하나하나 한글 시리즈의 에이미입니다. Hi everyone, I'm Amy, and welcome to 하나하나 한글 and koreanclass101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Hangul, the Korean alphabet. In this lesson, you'll finish up the Korean vowels. With a solid understanding of the 10 vowel sounds, pronouncing Korean will become really easy. So make sure to review until you feel completely confident. Compare these 5 new vowels to the 5 you already know. What's the obvious difference? The answer is that the vowels we learned before all have a long vertical stroke, and these new vowels have a long horizontal stroke. In fact, if you rotated the first 5 vowels, you would end up with the new vowels we're going to learn today. When writing syllables in Korean, it's important to think about whether the vowel you're using is a tall vowel or a fat vowel. The reason is that the way you assemble the characters into blocks will change depending on the shape of the vowel. For example, You know what to do when the vowel is tall, right? You add the consonant to the left of the vowel. But if the vowel is fat, you would add the consonant on top. Think about it like this. You need to fill up a square, so the consonant adjusts to fill the rest of the space. Here is your first fat vowel, O.
오,
O. Here's a good way to remember this one. The small stroke is over the long stroke. O. Flip that character over and you get the next vowel, U.
우,
U. You can remember this pronunciation by thinking of the small stroke being under the large stroke. How about some vocabulary words? Can you read this word? This is 오이, which means cucumber. How about this word? This is 여우, which means fox. You now know 4 vowels that are made from a long stroke and a short stroke. Take a look at them together. From the top going clockwise, you have
오,
우,
아,
아,
우,
우, 어. When you add another short stroke, a Y sound is added to the front of these sounds. Add another short stroke to U and it becomes 요.
요,
요. Likewise, take U and add another short stroke and it becomes 유.
유,
유. Can you read these 4 vowels now? Counterclockwise from the top.
요,
요,
여,
여,
유,
유,
야,
야. One more. 으,
으,
으. The shape of this vowel actually resembles the shape of your mouth when you say it. Now for some example words. Can you read this? This is 우유, which means milk. And this? This is 요. It's a formal sentence ending particle. You put it at the end of a sentence to make it polite. For example, 우유요. How about this word? It's 이유, which means reason. There you go! You've just learned all the basic vowels in Korean. These vowels will appear in every single syllable of Korean. So the more you know them now, the easier future lessons will be. In the next lesson, you will start learning consonant sounds. This is where your Korean ability will really start to take off. So be sure to watch the next lesson at koreanclass101.com. 여러분, 다음에 다시 만나요. 안녕하세요 여러분, koreanclass101.com 하나하나 한글 시리즈의 에이미입니다. Hi everybody, I'm Amy and welcome to 하나하나 한글 and koreanclass101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Hangul, the Korean alphabet. In this lesson, you'll begin to add consonants to the 10 vowels you've already learned. By the end, you'll be able to read and write 40 different syllables, which will unlock many more Korean words. Ready for your first consonant? Here it is, 기억. When making syllables, the consonant goes where the circle from the last lessons used to go. Can you guess how these are read?
기,
기,
가,
가,
갸,
캬,
거,
거,
겨,
겨,
그,
그,
구,
구,
규,
규,
고,
고,
교,
교. Remember how some Korean vowels look and sound similar? For example, add another stroke to a and you get ya. The same thing happens with the consonants. In this case, add one more stroke to our last character and we get a very similar sound, kia.
키,
키,
가,
카,
캬,
캬,
커,
커,
켜,
켜,
그,
그,
코,
코,
쿄,
쿄,
구,
구,
규,
규. Can you hear the difference? Ki, gi, ki, gi. The difference is subtle, but it's there. If you're having a hard time, don't worry. We will go into the details of pronunciation in lesson 8, so don't miss it. One more consonant today, hyut.
히,
히,
하,
하,
혀,
혀,
허,
허,
혀,
혀,
흐,
흐,
호,
호,
효,
효,
후,
후,
휴,
휴. You can think of this shape as a hat on a hat, which might help you remember the pronunciation. Now it's time for a few sample words. Can you read all of this correctly? How about this phrase? It's 여기요. It means here please or excuse me. Use it while you are in a Korean restaurant and you want to call the waiter over to your table. 여기요. And this one. It's 가요. This means I'm going. How about this word? 휴가. It means vacation. To create a more complex sentence, 휴가 가요. I'm going on vacation. After just 4 lessons, you're already writing sentences in Korean. Just think what you can learn in a few more. Be sure to watch the next lesson on koreanclass101.com. 여러분, 다음에 다시 만나요.
Expand your vocabulary with our core 2,000 words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Korean ebook before it's gone.